Patreon, it's Matt, and you probably watched our egg pulling video. This is a few days later. Actually, this is 1 day later, so I pulled those at midnight or 1 in the morning. And that's the kind of the thing, you know, I posted that on Patreon too about this is what it really is. And it is. I was literally sitting on my stairs waiting for her to finish up.
It's 2 different clutches.
No, it's not 2 different clutches.
The one we filmed was...
Shit, the one we filmed is 2 different clutches.
Yes.
Okay, well, we pulled eggs, we filmed one, we pulled another one that we didn't film. So I was literally waiting on, not the one you saw in the video, but the one I talked about in the post. And there you can see how much shit we literally have going on that it all runs together. And again, I just like to show you these females because when you look at her, you know, this is the next day. And I know we've shown this before, but that's a big-ass snake. And she is super skinny and super empty. And that's after laying 10 eggs. She's in a brand new tub, you know, it's like we showed in the video how we do that. But that's kind of the thing you do. Come on, baby girl. I know it. So we're going to put her in there. She's being goofy. And she will eventually calm down. She's just still kind of fired up from that. But it also doesn't take very long. Let me show you another snake. I don't remember which one we were pulling from the video. Probably the Mojave, wasn't it, Kurt?
It was Calypso.
Yeah, or the Calico, right. But this is the first one who laid eggs this year, I believe. And I showed you how thin and skinny she was. I said it didn't take long. And you can see now, she already looks pretty decent. I mean, she's still a little skinny, but the skin isn't loose. You know, after a few meals and some rehydration, they come out pretty good. So it really doesn't take long to get this back going, even though it really sucks in the beginning. But just getting good food in them. You know, she took the food right away. She was in her feed video on getting eggs that lay, or snakes that laid back on food. And after taking that small meal, now she's popping rats like it's her job. So she's awesome. But that's one thing I wanted to share with you is just, you know, and when you get this size here, which we're not even big yet, and we had those 4 hit, I'm expecting some from her. I'm expecting some from, look at this ovulation. Hi, baby. Oh, I know. You are so not happy. She is just going to be doing really good. You can really see it there. You can see it there. It's that football shape they talk about. Bloop. I don't want to hang her up too long. And that's going to be our possibility for actual snows. I'm really excited about that. So really looking forward there. So we have that coming. You know, she's going to drop eggs soon. She hasn't yet. I'll pull it down here for you, Kurt. She's working on it. So we got that going on. She started working on it pretty good, actually. So hopefully soon, and that's going to be some more GHI Mojaves. So it just starts kind of rolling. You know, and this way this whole season goes is, at least for me, it's like, okay, new season starts. I'm taking my boys, I'm putting in my girls, and there's a lot of snake porn going on in here. But you're still worried. Am I going to have eggs? Is it going to happen? And you're nervous. And that first clutch comes and boom, you're like, hell yeah! Oh! Fuck yeah, we got it, right? And you're ready to go. So you're putting those in the incubator and you're feeling good. And this is like boom, 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 clutch, 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 clutch. And you're kind of get really busy and you're putting that all down. My computer fries out in the meantime, so I got to get the new computer, which you'll see in our next video. And then I also have to get the hard drive poured over so I can get my old years in there. But you're getting all that going, and then you're like starting to worry, what if they don't hatch? So then you get all kind of nervous and you're just counting those calendar days. Then you start cutting those eggs. Babies start crawling out. You're like, fuck yeah, I got it. Bam, you know. And you're rocking out. You're back on this mountain of a high. And it just builds and builds and goes. And then you're putting all the babies up, setting them up. And now you're working your ass off because your collection goes from 70 snakes to another 100 snakes coming in with babies that you're selling, you're working, you're shipping. You know, you're doing all these things with, and you're just constantly busting it out. Then you get done, right? You get all the babies sold out. You got your holdbacks you've kept, which means your collection goes from 70 to probably about 83. And you're sitting going, catch my breath for a minute. And then guess what time it is? Oh, shit. I got to start putting males back to females, right? So then you're back going, and then I'm right back there being all nervous again of like, oh, man, am I going to have eggs? So a lot of this business is hurry up and wait. Like I'm pairing and I'm waiting. But I'm always doing something. There's always something I'm like waiting to see and worried about. And I think the days that comes, and I don't think it'll ever come, where I'm just like, I don't care anymore. It's just kind of a thing. That'll probably be the end of Olympus Reptiles, or at least the end of Olympus Reptiles of me running the snakes. But I don't think that day will ever come. Because typically if I'm going to get bored with something, I know me, I get bored with it in about 24 months. I do. I change shifts at work in that time usually and all this. I just kind of get... And I'm not bored with this. We're 5 years deep. And every day I start doing something. Every time I pull, I see eggs. I still feel like a kid. You know, and those babies hatch, I still feel like a kid. I'm still waiting on something. I'm super excited here. I'm super excited for more pie. Look at this girl. Look at this girl. Oh my God, she's in fucking glow. Oh, pardon me. I'm just, you know, I get so excited. And I honestly, too, will tell you that that excitement isn't manufactured. So you're going to hear a lot of focus on us now with a new news show about growing these small channels. And a lot of you are having it. What I'm going to tell you, when you go in front of this camera, or not this one, because this one's mine, but when you go in front of a camera and you're going to share your passion, share it. Share your passion. What I mean is don't hold back. So many people get so worried about, oh, well, shit, I'm going to look like a moron, or I'm going to sound like an idiot, or, you know, I'm going to be bouncing all around, and people are going to be like, oh, what's wrong with that guy? He smoked too much crack, or whatever it may be. Well, don't worry. Just do. And are you going to have those people? Yeah, you're going to have them. But they can eat it. I don't care. Share your passion. Show who you are. Show how much you love this. Because when you do that, others will follow. You know, others will follow. I firmly believe a lot of our growth is attributed to how much we put out there. You can see my love and passion here. When Kurt talks about rats, even though Kurt is this really reserved guy, you can see him smile. You can see his passion for rats, even though he may not wear it the same way that I do. He's not like, bam, you know, but it's still there, and you still see it, and you feel it. And when you show that, and you show that little bit, when you tear yourself open and you show the world what's inside, you're going to do two things. One, you're going to feel very exposed. Like, you're going to feel more naked than actually being naked. But two is you're going to have people who are going to relate to it. And that's what I think is important for a hobby, not just YouTube channels, but for a hobby to see that. And for people, because then people who don't like it see it and go, man, why is this guy like, why is he like that so much? And they start checking into it. So that's kind of my words of advice. And like usual, my Patreon post got completely off the goddamn track, but that happens. Kurt, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just have a question. When a snake lays the eggs, is there like a critical time of how long you have to pull those eggs and put them in the incubator?
Not really, because I mean they've been doing it in the wild their whole life. Like, well, not their whole life. They've been in here their whole life. But for eons, you know, these things have laid eggs in the wild and incubated themselves. The problem is here they can't control it. I don't think quite as easy, but there's less fluctuation. But they get too warm, they're going to be too warm. But I don't think there's a critical you have 1 hour or you have 3 hours or anything like that. But if I know they're laying it, you know, I don't want to go to bed, like, oh, she's almost done. I'll go and go to bed, I'll sleep 8 hours, I'll get up at 10, then I'll get around and screw with it then. I'd just get it done. I really wish you'd have been here, although it was 1 in the morning, because it was so cool. I actually watched her lay the last one. I came back and checked in 10 minutes, made sure there was no more, and the egg was still, like, it hadn't, like, the air hadn't been on it enough to fully, like, calcify it. So it was so cool to see. First time I've ever actually got to work with an egg that was still, like, wanting to adhere to things, and I could see the veins in it without even having to candle it. It was awesome. So anyway, yeah, I don't think there's a critical time. Like, I think you could pull a clutch after spending there a week and be okay as long as everything in there was fine. I like to do it soon. I think the quicker I get them away from the eggs, the quicker they're going to settle down. It may take a day or two. The quicker I can get them back on food, and the better chance I have of being ready to go next season. From a business standpoint, you know, I do have to think about production. Always. Like this girl here, we did a video on her. And this is our big normal female that was a rescue. And I don't know if she's going to produce this year or not. She's given some signs, but she also gives some she won't. We'll kind of have to wait and see. If she produces this year, a little mess in there, you know, she's going to stay. If she doesn't, she's going to stay. But if she's a snake that doesn't produce, she takes up a 41-quart tub. So she's taking up space for somebody who could be producing. She's still eating every week, and she's costing me money to heat, to feed, and she takes up room to produce nothing. From a business standpoint, that's horrible, right? So most people would go ahead and get rid of her. We won't do that because she was a rescue, and like we said, she's kind of our pet, so she'll stay whether she produces or not. But you also are always thinking about that production. So when they do produce, getting them ready to go again is important to me. All right, anything else?
No.
Jeff, you got anything? Jeff's still hanging out here with us today. He stays because we're about to eat tacos. Who the fuck could go home when you're about to eat tacos?
Especially with your old lady cilantro sauce.
Oh, God, I know. That shit's good, isn't it? Question girl can cook. Any questions from Jeff?
Not Not that I can think of right off.
See, he's thinking, shit, I didn't know you were going to ask me that, and I was over here screwing off my phone while you were talking, so I have no idea what you're even talking about. That's all right, Jeff. We love you anyway. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.